I grew up during the Korean War, and all the big heroes came from Southern California here, and I just always wanted an F-86. It's pretty silly, but that's how it works.
Schoolboy dreams became reality for Al Hansen when he bought his own F-86 Sabre jet.
The jets are beginning to catch on in the last 4 or 5 years. They always were kind of intimidating, but they're so much safer than a P-51 or a Spitfire. You know, those darn things are about to give up on you all the time. The jets are so dependable.
And if you're in the market for a 50s jet, by the way, at $65,000 each, you can have 14 Sabres for the price of one old Spitfire.
It's very simple to start. It's a relatively complicated airplane, but from the pilot's point of view, there isn't a whole lot to do to get it running and fly it. It has lots of power and accelerates fast on the ground and then takes off and gets speed real fast. You know, you have to like to fly, I guess, to have the feel of it, but it's really an airplane to fly, and it's very easy to fly.
This Californian Cadillac of the skies, with its 50s fins and sleek aluminium exterior, embodied the spirit of the times before they even happened. Its swept-wing design helped to make it supersonic in a dive. After the war, advanced German wing research had found its way to North American aviation, and engineers like John Henderson.
Since the old straight-wing airplane wouldn't do the job speed-wise, we had to develop something new. We went for the swept-wing fighter. With the swept-wing, it can slide, if you will, and as a result of that, gave us more speed. And it made a terrific-looking airplane on top of everything else. It looks like it's moving standing still.
With the Cold War hotting up, the Sabre would be put to the test in the first real jet war, Korea. Its half-inch machine guns were pitted against the more heavily armed Russian MiG-15s.
The President of North America had a great line about the great thin aluminum line that stood between victory and defeat. If we hadn't had the F-86s to keep the MiGs from controlling the air, we might well have lost the war.
Straight-winged jets like this Meteor simply couldn't compete with the MiGs. Against men gave them the edge over the communists.
About 32% of the pilots were second lieutenants, minimum flying time, but real tigers, and they learned real fast. In the period that I was with the unit in Korea, we lost a minimum number of airplanes compared to the ones that we shot down, and the records are pretty clear.
The sleek swept wing was a technological leap. Soon another swept wing jet would go into production. It would be supersonic in level flight, flying at twice the speed of sound, but this time it would be built in Britain.